आप लोग इंतजार कर रहे होंगे कि ज़रका ने इतना कुछ कह दिया है कि एक्चुअली बना क्या रही है। I tell you what I'm making today. अब ईद वाले दिन क्या क्या बनता है? Of course there is so many traditional recipes like खीर होती है, सवैयाँ होती हैं, शीर खुरमा होता है और जर्दा पुलाव, ये सब कुछ होता है। लेकिन आज मैं सब कुछ तो नहीं बना सकती, लेकिन मैं आपको एक जो उनसे हमारी ट्रेडिशनल पाकिस्तान में डिशेस हैं उनका मैं आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा फ्लेवर दे सकती हूँ। Okay, so today we go cooking शीर खुरमा, making some tandoori chicken, chops pulao and also some chapli kebab हैं। ईद सबके घरों में different पकवान बनते हैं and obviously all you have your favorite food. Each family traditionally cooks the same food every year, but these are the main ones that are traditionally eaten in Pakistan and India. तो हम शुरू करते हैं with tandoori chicken. Tandoori chicken is just so simple to make because what I want to say to you is that you don't want to spend the whole day in the kitchen because you as well has to you have to enjoy your day. अब खाना भी बनाना है क्योंकि अगर आप खाना नहीं खिलाएंगे तो सारी फैमिली कहेगी लो जी आज ईद का डिनर हम भूखे बैठे हैं। So the most important thing is you got to get all your food sorted out as quick as possible. So the dishes you're going to choose on each day ideally should be that you don't spend too much time in the kitchen and yet they're delicious, mouth-watering. So to start off with, I'm going to take you straight into my first recipe, which is tandoori chicken, and I'm going to show you the simplest way of making tandoori chicken. So the ingredients you need for the tandoori chicken is really simple. First of all, now before I start on the spices, let me tell you, yogurt. I've got yogurt here, about 1 cup of yogurt, because today I'm using about 15 drumsticks, chicken drumsticks. Or you can use the whole, जो लत पट के जो पूरा पीस होता है वो, it's completely up to you. Breast piece you can use, लेकिन in my family they prefer to eat drumsticks क्योंकि बच्चे जो उनसे होते हैं उनके लिए easy होता है कि उठाते जाएं अपनी drumstick और खा लें. So I've got about 15 drumsticks. For that I've got 1 cup of plain yogurt, Greek yogurt I'm using. With that I've got ginger and garlic, which is 1 tablespoon each. And in spices I've got salt, and always tell you salt to your taste. हस्बल जायका यानी कि जो आपकी फैमिली पसंद करती है, कई लोग ज़्यादा पसंद करते हैं, कई थोड़ा पसंद करते हैं. But I'm using here about 1.5 teaspoon of salt. I've got some पिसा हुआ धनिया ज़ीरा, grinded cumin and the cumin seed and the dhania seeds, grind together. I've got some paprika powder just to give that red color to the tandoori chicken, to have that tandoori effect. And I've got some tandoori masala, which is readily available from any supermarket, any Indian shop, Arab shop. Tandoori masala is well known all over the world, so there's no problem in buying tandoori masala anywhere. So you've got about 2.5 big tablespoon खाने वाले चम्मच वो तंदूरी मसाला, और I've got the red chili powder. This is about 1.5 tablespoon or 1 spoon. It's as you like. I also use some green chilies, crushed green chilies, and then you put everything together. You mix it well, and then you marinate the chicken for. Ideally, you can prepare this dish in advance so that on each day you haven't got like this added thing to do. A night before, you put all these ingredients together, you mix it all up, and you marinate the chicken in there, and you put it in the fridge. So all you have to do next morning is get the chicken out, leave it out for say good 10-15 minutes before you put in the tray and bung it in the oven. It's as simple as that, like 10 minutes job, literally. I know that I have a very busy Eid day, so I try to do as much preparation in advance as possible. So me being a good girl, I have prepared my tandoori chicken masala overnight. So I'm just giving it a good stir. It smells really good. It's been marinated, and all I've got to do is now little bit of cooking oil. Just pour it over your tray. Just a bit so it doesn't stick, and you just spread the oil like that. And what you do is you take your chicken and you bung it in there. just simply like this. See guys how simple it is. As you can see, all the chicken pieces, they are covered with this yogurt, spices, ginger, garlic, and it's just perfect. And the remaining yogurt, you're just gonna pour it over the chicken. You know, why waste it? You know, and all I've got to do is cover it really well in your dish, and it's ready to go in the oven. I put it on before I actually came, you know, I started to get all my things together. I put the oven on a medium temperature and it just goes in there like so for good 40 minutes or so. So before you know, I get carried away, as you know that I talk a lot. Before I get carried away, let me tell you the next recipe which we're going to make, because you don't want to waste time. क्योंकि हमने ready भी होना होता है, इसलिए let's get food, you know, out of the way. Okay, tandoori chicken's cooking in the oven nicely. While that's cooking, I'm going to show you the chapli kebab ingredients. It's very, very simple. What it is, today I'm using 1 kilo of lamb mince. Ideally, you should have a little bit of, you know, the fat in it. You shouldn't have just pure mince. So what I've got here is 1 kg of lamb mince. Ideally, the lamb mince should have a little bit of fat in it. It shouldn't be just fat-free. But if you've got just pure mince at home, then what you can do is you can add a little bit ghee to it, just to give it that, you know, the little factor of fattiness. Not that we all need it, but the thing is, it's really nice. So मैं इसमें थोड़ा सा, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of ghee in the keema. What I've done to the keema already is I have put it in the food processor, and एक दफ़ा ना उसको, एक दो दफ़ा उसको चक्कर देके उसको मैंने bind किया. I've got nothing else in it. Oh yes, I put 1 egg in it. 1 egg in the keema, and I put in the food processor and let it just grind for say about a couple of minutes until it's like to this consistency, as you can see. Okay, to that now we're going to add, I've chopped 2 onions, so it's finely chopped onions. I'm going to add that, and इसका मैंने जो पानी है, all the water is being drained out of this, and I'm going to add about, so this is about 2 big onions, and I will see how much I need to add, maybe 1.5, 2 whole onions. You know, it's just when you're making something, you can just judge, you know. So I'm going to be using most of these 2 onions. Yes. I've got ginger, crushed garlic, crushed green chilies, and the quantity of this is 2 tablespoons of ginger, 2 tablespoons of garlic, and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of red and green chilies crushed together. So the fresh ones. So okay, that goes in there. See guys, it's just so simple. I'm not showing you complicated recipes. I'm showing you nice and quick. Then in goes, you know, the green stuff. I love my herbs. I think dhaniya ki jonsi smell hoti hai, you know, you got to have it. All the herbs, you know, they're really good for you, and they give that extra flavor to your, you know, your recipe. And in kebabs, dhaniya is must. So this is freshly chopped coriander, and I've used about half a bunch of coriander, so that goes in there too. So that's gone in there. Next thing I'm going to show you, this is ready-made masala for chapli kebab. You know, you can use any chapli kebab masala available in your local supermarket, in your local butchers or Indian store, Arab store. It's called chapli kebab masala. So I'm going to use about 2 heaped tablespoons of chapli kebab masala. Let me add another half. And on top of that, I'm going to add my own masala to it. Salt to your taste. I will add about 2 teaspoons of salt. crushed chilies. I've got about 1.5 teaspoon of crushed chilies in there. And I'm also using some anard dana. Now anard dana, these are pomegranate seeds, dried pomegranate seed, and grinded to this powder. What it does is it gives that khata taste, a sour taste in your kebabs. You know, you need that. So about a teaspoonful of anard dana, and I've got dhania zira, the cumin seeds and the coriander seeds, the dried ones, you know, crushed together, and I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of that. And before I go on to the next stage of blending all this together, I'm going to show you the next step, what we should do. So we put this on the side for a minute, and I've got egg here, one egg, remember I put in the mince when I put it in the blender to blend it together, and another egg I've got here. I'm going to beat it with a little bit of salt, a bit of anard dana powder, some crushed chilies, and I'm going to heat my frying pan. Now you'll be thinking, ये अब जो ज़रक़ा है वो हमें अंडा ब्रेड खिलाने लगी, अब फ्राइंग पैन ऑमलेट हमें बना के देगी? नहीं, this is still used for this recipe. I just need to heat up the frying pan and put little bit of oil, any cooking oil, just a bit, and I'm going to make a very quick omelette for my chapli kebabs. Yeah, that's right, chapli kebabs, not paratha anda. So that goes in there. I think the oil is heated nicely and it's going in there. So okay guys, the omelette it's just simple omelette. You're adding nothing to it, just those little bit of spices, and you mash it all up. As you can see, so what I'm doing to this is I'm breaking it into small pieces as it's frying. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे ये टकाटक बना रही है? नहीं, मैं टकाटक नहीं बना रही, मैं ऑमलेट बना रही हूँ, क्योंकि मैंने इस ऑमलेट को यूज करना है अपने चपली कबाब मिक्सचर में. अच्छा, अब आप देखें कि I've broken the egg into small pieces, and the gas goes off, and straight from this pan, as you can see, you know, they're having to chop into really tiny pieces, and I'm gonna put this straight from the pan into my keema mixture. Now you're gonna think, ये मैंने क्यों किया? Aha! When you actually make the kebabs, they're round, you will see these bits of omelettes in there. So now I'm going to give it a good mixture. You know, the good old desi style. Use your hands. Hopefully you wash your hands before you get into your kitchen. So you just get in there and you give it a good stir. So there's keema, there is onions, there's green chilies, there's ginger, there's garlic, there's good old dhania. That's just giving, oh, it's just really nice. And if the weather is nice, you know, you can all sit in the garden. I set you the scenario. तंदूर लगा होगा ये गार्डन में, उसके अंदर आप तंदूरी चिकन बनाएं सेकों पे लगा के, आप कबाब का मिक्सचर तैयार करें, और क्योंकि जो चपली कबाब है वो होते हैं फ्राई, इसलिए आप बाहर इसको फ्राई कर सकते हैं. अगर आपने सीख कबाब बनाने हैं तो आप बाहर इसको बारबेक्यू पे बैठ के ईद वाले दिन उसको बारबेक्यू कर सकते हैं. लेकिन because today I'm showing you the चपली कबाब recipe, so और वो भी कहाँ, ज़रक़ा के किचन में, and I'll show you how Zarqa does it on Eid day for her family. Okay, now I've mixed the keema truly really good. सारे मसाले इसमें मिक्स हो गए हैं. At this stage आप नमक मिर्च इसका नहीं चख सकते, इसलिए आप एक दो टिक्कियाँ फ्राई करके देख लें कि आपके पास जो सा नमक है, if it's good or not, you know, to your taste. Meanwhile, my frying pan is heating up, and I'm going to put some oil into it. You know, चपली कबाब बनते ही oil में. अब ईद वाले दिन, please don't tell me you're watching your diet, because nobody does that. On Eid, you know, you celebrate it by eating really good, delicious food, and from today onwards, you're going to be eating good, delicious food. कहाँ की? ज़रका के किचन की. So, ज़रका जिस तरह रेसिपी बनाती है, अब चप्पल कबाब को हमने किस तरह बनाना है, I'm going to show you. So what you do is, you put your oil to heat on low heat now, because it's heated up already. You take like about this much mince in your hand. Don't worry about your hands getting, you know, all messy, because if you don't get your hands messy, you don't get good results. So you just make it into a, first of all, into a round shape like a tikki, you know, like a burger, this. लेकिन चप्पल कबाब जो उनसे हैं वो ट्रेडिशनली ऐसे बर्गर की तरह राउंड नहीं होते. वो कैसे होते हैं? You know what chappal is, don't you? Chappal is in Urdu, chappal means shoes. अब आप कहेंगी हम ईद वाले दिन shoes कबाब खिलाएंगी. नहीं, लेकिन इसका नाम है और हमने इसको ट्राई करना है कि to give it that chappal shape to it. So how we do that? So now that it's nice and round, so we just gonna make it like oval shape, like that. You know, making sure that all the sides are equally pressed together. What you don't want is from one side is thick and the other side is thin, or in the middle is thin and around the edges is thick. You know, try to do it. It doesn't have to be a master art, or you know, you don't have to be a proper chef to have good chapli kebab. I think for my family this is good enough. Come on guys, this is fun. Don't make it so complicated for yourselves. Now this is tomato. What do we do with the tomato? अब कहोगे टमाटर कहाँ से आ गया? ये तो कबाब बन भी गया, इसको फ्राई करो जल्दी से, हमें खाने को दो. But I can't. This is tomato. This tomato you're going to put in the middle of your kebab, and you're gonna press it down like so, making sure, you know, kebab is still looking okay looking, and the gas is already on. And carefully now, अब ईद के कपड़े पहन के मेरी तरह आपने फ्राई नहीं शुरू करनी. प्लीज एप्रन पहन लेना, and be careful from your hands. So you carefully put this kebab into the hot oil like so, and you go on to the next one. Like so. As you can see, I've got about 2 large sized tomatoes chopped up. It's really for garnishing, you know, to give it that different look to it. Some people chop up tomatoes in small pieces and they mix it with keema, but I like to add one big tomato right in the middle of the, you know, my chappali, my shoe kebab, and fry it gently. So you're making these kebabs with love and care. And I know, you know, person who cooks in the kitchen, they all is thinking, I wonder if my family is going to like this. So you make it with that special love and care, and thinking of all the people who will be actually loving this. Maybe आपके surprise guest भी आ जाए. How do you know? अगर कोई आपको, इसलिए कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि जो भी चीज़ बनाएं, make it with love, make it with care, make it like you really want people to enjoy what they're eating. You want them to enjoy their Eid day. I want you to enjoy your Eid day. That's why I'm making you these lovely traditional, you know, traditional recipes. ज़रका के किचन में। एक हम टमाटर और लेंगे और इसके ऊपर रखेंगे। अब ये सारे कबाबों की ये नहीं है लाजमी कि सबकी शेप बिल्कुल एक जैसी हो, नहीं नहीं, you know, be casual about it, just enjoy it, that's what it's all about. अब पहले वाला तो ज़रा आपने गर्म कर दें। Just need to keep an eye on these things. कितना खूबसूरत लग रहा है। अगर देखने में जो चीज़ इतनी खूबसूरत लग सकती है, खाने में कितनी टेस्टी होगी। अब ये तो आप मुझे बाद में बताएंगे जब आप रेसिपी को ट्राई करेंगे। You know, you'll sort of maybe next day or after you watch this program today on my special recipes for Eid, maybe second day or you're gonna say, okay, we've seen it on Zarqa'S kitchen, let us try now Zarqa style, how she made it. Oh, look at that. Oh, the smell is just awesome. Can you see the color? Now, isn't this inviting you? It's absolutely inviting me to just grab them because भूख तो मुझे भी बहुत लगी हुई है, लेकिन खाना थोड़ी खाना है until I make everything and I show you guys everything. So you just patiently wait for them to cook, and meanwhile you can just carry on making your next lot of kebabs. Going in, I'd say 1 kilo की make it within half an hour, 40 minutes आप जो से कबाब है वो भी। चिकन तो तैयार हो ही रहा ओवन में, घंटे के अंदर अंदर आप चपली कबाब अपने तैयार कर लें। पुलाव का क्या है, अगर ये अपनी बनी हो तो पुलाव भी जल्दी जल्दी बन जाता है। उसकी भी रेसिपी दिखानी है। शीर खोरमा जो सा है ऑफ कोर्स, उसको तो बिल्कुल ही देर नहीं लगती। And like so. It's sizzling away. एकदम से फ्लेवर है। कीमा अगर फ्रेश हो और उसके अंदर सारे फ्रेश इंग्रेडिएंट्स पड़े हों, अब जितनी भी आंटी देख रही हैं मुझे, या जितनी भी मुझे अम्मी देख रही हैं, दादियाँ, नानियाँ, वो कह रही होंगी हम तो नहीं ऐसे बनाते। इससे पहले कि मैं I start on my next recipe. Now the chicken's been in the oven for about 35 minutes. I need to check it to see what's happening to it. Kebabs are done. Chapli kebabs are done. I showed you how to make the mixture. I showed you how to fry it. Put that bit of tomato on it and fry it. They are ready. Before I start on to sheer khurma next, I want to check, on the chicken because we don't want it burned now, do we? Carefully remove the oil. I think this chicken needs a lot more time because sometimes it depends on your oven if it's how quick it cooks, but this looks like it needs good another half an hour or so. So I'm going to re-cover it and I'm going to leave it into the oven for another 20 minutes before I get it out to check. Just checked on the oven on the chicken and it still looks like it needs a little more time, about 20 minutes. I'll recheck it to see if it's cooked thoroughly, because the last thing you want to do on Eid day is कि कच्चा चिकन खाएं, ये नहीं हो सकता। The chicken has to be absolutely cooked thoroughly, otherwise you could get food poisoning. So next thing, while we're still waiting for the chicken to get done, I'm going to start with sheer khorma. For that we need a saucepan of this size, and I'm going to put the gas on. And first thing I'm going to do, if I should take you through the ingredients first while this pan is heating up. What we need for sheer khorma, as you know, is milk. We need savaiyan, the thin savaiyan. पतली वाली जो सवैयाँ ट्रेडिशनल पाकिस्तानी सवैयाँ होती हैं वो वाली. We need elaichi powder, we need whole cardamom seeds and cardamom powder, and we've got all sorts of nuts. We've got almond nuts, we've got pistachio nuts, we've got some coconut, designated coconut here. So we need that, and we also need some condensed milk. It comes in ready-made in tin, and we need dates. All important. आप चवारे यूज़ कर सकते हैं या आप dates, fresh dates यूज़ कर सकते हैं. If you're using चवारों का ये है कि I think I should reduce the gas. चवारों का ये है कि आप जो hard चवारे हैं, you can't use it straight from the packet या किसी की बिल्दी हो वो निकाल के आप चवारे यूज़ करें. No, you can't do that. What you need to do is you need to soak them overnight for them to be softened the next day. But today I had lots of khajur. Somebody gave it to me. They brought it from all the way from Saudi. So I had some fresh, nice khajurs, and I cut them lengthways, and I'm going to use them in place of chware. But it's completely your choice. And I'm going to use ghee to fry the savaiyan and to make this dish in. You can use butter. You can use oil. It's completely your choice. I prefer to make this dessert in ghee क्योंकि आज मैं आपको पाकिस्तानी वे पाकिस्तान की ट्रेडिशनल रेसिपी सिखा रही हूँ. इसलिए I thought what's better to use than good old ghee. Okay guys, so this is ghee here. I'm going to use about you can see about half a cup of ghee. And into that I'm going to add, at this stage I'm not going to use the elaichi powder. I'm just going to put the cardamoms in it. So what I'm doing to the cardamoms, as you can see, I'm just slightly opening them so that all the flavors of the seeds can infuse with the ghee to give it that beautiful, lovely aroma, which people who use elaichis, they know. अब बड़ी इलायची ना use करना. बड़ी इलायची is for pulao, और छोटी इलायची, green cardamoms, always for desserts. Well, it can be used for savories too, but generally it's used for desserts. Okay, I've got about 4 or 5 dane of cardamoms, and I'm going to put it in hot oil, and I will stir it like so until वो जो किट की आवाज आती है वो आएगी, and the smoke starting to come out. That means the ghee is actually very hot. You reduce the heat a little bit, not completely, and you add, here I'm using 200 grams of savaiyan. It's about a packet, one packet that you get, and I've broken them, I've crushed them. I haven't left them long. I've just crushed them like that, and I'm going to put them in ghee like so to fry them in ghee like that. So you need to make sure that you're frying these savaiyan, like quite brown, not burn them, just slightly brown. If you need to even switch off your gas, please do, because the worst thing you can do is to actually burn, make it really, really burnt savaiyan, because that's not the result that we want. We want them brown, but not burnt. So people who are actually filming this, they can smell it. They are making this face that, we want to eat this sheer khorma now. They ain't getting it, because unless I taste it first, they're not going to eat it. But I promise you, the way you make this sheer khorma, if you make it the way I'm making, people are going to be asking कि आपने कहाँ से रेसिपी ली है, कहाँ से बनाया है. So now that this is all brown, I re-stress on the word brown, not burnt. Easily done, because when the ghee is really hot, you've got lychee in there and you're throwing in that, vermicelli, that savanya. If you don't keep your eye on it and you don't switch off that gas, it's easily, the savanya can get burnt like that. Okay, now it's ready for the next stage. At this stage, you need to add some milk. You need to put the gas back on. I've got full fat milk here. I'm not using skimmed milk, semi-skimmed milk. If you're on diet, please give it a break. It's Eid. Enjoy it. It's Eid. Eid is about eating, celebrating, being with your friends, family, loved ones, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, remembering this day. So Allah says, enjoy your day. अब मैं अपनी सवैया ना burn कर लूँ इससे पहले. I'm gonna put 1 jug of milk into the savanya like so. Wow! Can you see that? Wow! That's gone in there. You give it a good stir. Now at this moment you can relax, chill, because there's no chance of the savanya getting burnt now, because the milk's gone in there. And to me, I think I need to add a little bit more milk. I think एक पैकेट सवैया में जग थोड़ा लग रहा है मुझे. मेरे ख्याल ये जग छोटा था मेरा, इसलिए I'm gonna go to my fridge and get some more milk. You're gonna say, हिसाब किताब नहीं करना आता, पहले अच्छी तरह दूध डालना था, मुझे क्या पता था स्टूडियो वालों ने मुझे ये वाला जग देना था. So I'm gonna get some more milk. You guys just wait there. Okay guys, Alhamdulillah, there was milk available. So I've got another half a jug or quarter of a jug of milk. So it's about 1 1/4 jug of milk. To that I'm going to add also condensed milk. So I haven't forgotten. Acha, so I put in 1 1/2 jug of milk. I added a little bit extra because it didn't look enough to me. And don't forget to add the condensed milk as well. I have got, how much condensed milk shall I say I have? 397 grams. आप देख लें, टिन देख लें, खुद देख लेना भाई, ये है टिन, इसके अंदर अब हमने डाल देना है. इससे ये क्या होता है, खोया का इफेक्ट आता है. अब मेरे पास खोया नहीं है आज. खोया हो तो मैं हमेशा इसमें खोया डालना पसंद करूंगी, लेकिन आज मेरे पास खोया नहीं है, इसलिए मैं कंडेंस मिल्क यूज़ कर रही हूँ. आपने देखा होगा कि मेरे पास शुगर भी नहीं थी इंग्रेडिएंट्स में. What is the reason for that? Why have I not shown you sugar? Because condensed milk is actually so sweet in taste. What you don't want to do is make it really sweet. वही ना हो सुबह पहले चमचा मुंह में डालें. Oh my God, what is this? Just sugar? It's supposed to be sheer khurma, not sugar. So इसलिए after putting the condensed milk in, you just need to keep stirring it, and for it to, you just need to see and check the consistency and make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Meanwhile you're doing that, at this stage what I like to do is I like to add my coconut in this. Now this is completely your choice. Now some people are fussy, they don't like the taste of coconut. Okay, so traditionally how it's supposed to be added, you're supposed to chop the coconut into small slices and then add it in the milk. But मैं तो अपने घर के लिए खाना बनाती हूँ ना, बच्चे फंसे होते हैं, वो कोकोनट इसका पसंद नहीं करेंगे, निकाल के साइड पे रखेंगे. So what do? Desiccated coconut, you use that. How much you use? I'm just going to show you like this. आपने एक मुट्ठी ली और उसको दूध में डाला. About 2 handfuls of coconut goes inside the milk and it emerges together and it cooks with the milk, with the condensed milk, ghee, savanya, elaichi, और इस आराम से वो cook hoga, pakega. You know, you keep on stirring it. Oh, that chicken is beginning to smell like that it's actually cooking, that it's about to cook, but it still hasn't been about 20 minutes. I will make sure in, you know, in another 5 minutes or so, I will check that chicken. If it's cooked, I'm going to take the foil off the chicken and I'm going to let it brown. But my whole focus at the moment, because I know chicken is safe in there, is this sheer korma. Almost important pudding for Eid day. All over Pakistan, all the Pakistanis who are everywhere in Europe, America, Pakistan, जहाँ भी आप देख रहे हैं मुझे, ईद का दिन है, आप शीर खोरमा का इंतजार कर रहे हैं, आपके मुंह में पानी आ रहा है. I know that feeling, and you're thinking, when is it gonna be ready? Soon, soon, soon. Wait, it's coming. With love, with care. I always tell you, make it with love, it will taste good. Anything you do with love, the result is always good. Okay, so now it's coming to a boil. You don't want to actually boil it. When it comes to boil, the secret is you need to keep on stirring, because doodh jo hai wo so easy, the milk sticks to the bottom of the pan. That's not what you want to do. The gas is still on high and it will go on low once the milk comes to boil. As you can see, it's beginning to bubble. And at this stage, I'm going to lower my gas because I don't want accidents, milk overflowing. और ये डे पे मैं एक और extra काम मेरा बढ़े. Not that I only cook, cooker भी साफ करूँ. Don't want to do that. I want to get over and done with the cooking. I want to set my table and I want to go and get ready. That's what Eid is all about as well, isn't it? I've got my outfit sorted out. Got my jewellery with it. I bet you have too. I bet you just can't wait to now, you know, get everything sorted out. All your kids sorted out, your husband sorted out. If the husbands are cooking, you got your things done and you actually want to, you know, sit and chill. You want to sit and enjoy. So this is, it looks like it's nearly cooked. At this stage, I'm going to switch it off for a minute and I'm going to show you the next step to this wonderful recipe of sheer korma. I'm going to leave this covered for a bit. I'm going to put this gas on and I'm going to look for a nice clean frying pan, and I think it's somewhere. I have to look for it. Oh, it's here. Frying pan goes in there. And all these lovely nuts. All the lovely nuts that are here. Can you see the colors? Green pistachio. Almonds which, you know, been finely chopped. Not chopped in the blender. Knife se kaate hain, knife se. Usko slice kiya finely. इस पैन के अंदर हम डालेंगे अब फिर घी आ गया. मुझे बड़ा प्यार है घी से. I love it. लेकिन मैं इतना नहीं यूज कर रही. थोड़ा सा डालूंगी. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I just want to, you know, fry my nuts. Guys, you got to admit it. You got to give me a response. When you fry stuff in ghee, is it not just awesome? I think it is. Because we're not talking about cholesterol here today. We're not talking about all the diseases. We're talking about enjoying home cooked food on Eid day. So who cares? अच्छा, अब ये सारे nuts इसमें जा रहे हैं. घी जो सा गर्म हो चुका है, and it goes in there. And I need to stir it. Just quickly going to roast them in this lovely ghee. With it, I need to add another ingredient. Which I haven't showed you yet because मैं खुद भूल गई थी. Pressure है ना कि खाना जल्दी बनाना है. Come on guys, I'm allowed to make mistakes. Mistake नहीं, I remembered. I just didn't put them in the plate. Anyway, ये किशमिश है. These are sultanas. They needed to be added to these nuts. Oh, awesome. Absolutely awesome. You don't want to burn these nuts. You're just frying them. Oh, अब शीर कोरमा क्या बनेगा कि मेरा ख्याल है जिन लोगों ने आज नहीं बनाया ये, I am sure tomorrow morning first thing you're gonna wake up and you're gonna go in that kitchen and you're gonna make sheer korma Zarqa style, isn't it? Of course. If you do it, let me know. If you're not doing it, I want to know why you're not trying my recipe. Come on. Anyway, वो गैस बंद कर देनी है. ये फ्राई हो गया nicely. अब हमने देखना है, no, before मैं इसको देखूं, मैं अपने चिकन को देखूं कि जो उनसे चिकन है उसको कहाँ तक पहुँचा है. Oh, it's hot. This baby looks like to me it's cooked. मैं तो देसी मेथड यूज करती हूँ. ये है नाइफ को अंदर किया. If it's cooked, it will slide in with ease. At this stage, I'm gonna get my actually dish and I'm gonna remove the foil from it. And I'm gonna make sure that all of it is, and I'm gonna leave it to brown for the next 5 to 10 minutes. मैंने गैस बंद कर दी हुई थी because I was keeping an eye on my chicken. I tested the chicken, I took the foil off it, I'm letting it just brown. And this is really cooked, and the nuts which are fried, more than half the nuts are going in there. The rest I'm gonna keep it for garnishing. I tasted the sugar in this. To me, it didn't look, everybody adds sugar to their taste. It wasn't just enough, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, say, about 4 tablespoons of sugar into this because it wasn't sugary enough. You're allowed to do that. And I'm going to add my elaichi powder for that extra flavor. Just a pinch of elaichi powder. No hard and fast rules about this. उसकी सिर्फ फ्लेवर होती है इलायची के पाउडर की. इसमें आप ब्रू क्योड़ा ऐड कर सकते हैं, चांदी के बर्क ऊपर लगा सकते हैं, इसको और नट्स ऊपर लगाएं, इसके ऊपर आप खजूरें लगाएंगे. एंड बाय द टाइम मैं आपके लिए डिश ये सजाऊंगी, आप जाके थोड़ी देर ब्रेक लें. एंड आई विल सी यू इन अ लिटिल बिट. Okay guys, all this effort I have put today in making my Eid lunch, it's ready. This is my tandoori chicken, as you can see, and that's the chapli kebab, and also sheer korma. That's also, I've got 2 hands, I can't carry 3 things at the same time, can I now? But this is amazing, delicious recipes that I have made for you. And let me just quickly go and bring you the sheer korma.